here's the fun part. Use the detent to our advantage, hopefully. Watch that bale plop out, kerplunk, and my favorite part of this whole field, the hill. Round bale bowling. Maybe bocce ball. Ooh, goal. We touched. That wasn't the plan, it just rolled. But I may go down and right that one. It's looking at a whole week of rain, and I probably won't get to bringing these home in the next week. We don't want the rain getting in the bale like that. It won't shed the water at all. So that was a fun hay season. I guess we'll end on this bale rolling down the hill. I think I'm done. I don't have much hope for second cut, so we'll call this the end. And if it's not, well, then there'll be videos of second cut. But just the fact that the rain shut off after August 1st, pretty much, I don't think there's anything out there to worry about, especially after last year, and there was nothing, and I wasted more time than it was worth. So I'll catch you guys later with more fun farming adventures. Okay, let's take a look at what I've fixed on the rig here. Well, we see some brand new tires. Still got the little hairs on them there. The one that was here was bald, and the other one was a kind of a spare, and they were different sizes. Now they're the same size, and I don't know if they look as small as they do to me. BKT didn't put too much rubber in them, but the smaller tire means the basket turns faster, so that's good. And the other thing we can see the remnants of, see that extra hole there? Well, I had to drill an extra hole because these, well, they're aftermarket universals we put on years ago, and we kept breaking bolts. And the universal, like the yokes, were 90 degrees off, like from each other at each end. I realized on PTO shafts, they line up the yokes at each end of a shaft. Because apparently when they're 90 degrees off, they must pull back and forth or pull against each other. Where here, when they're aligned, if we can see all the way down there, hopefully you can see that. When they're aligned, they must move together in the same motions. Oh, that's been it, plus a handful of rake teeth, but we're doing good. I've only got that one broken one. We've had that since we've done bandits hay. Well, we'll finish out this last week. Let's get raking. Well, here goes what could well be the last wagon of hay. Just baled this little section. All the wagons are full. They've been filled, each one's probably been filled 3 times this year at least. 6 wagons, 175. Do the math on that. It's a bit of a jelly bean math, not an exact count. But here goes that last load of hay. I have very little hope for second cut because we've only had a ½ inch of rain for the past 6 weeks. So that's just not much for growing hay. But first cut was fantastic. Got a lot more than last year's first cut. If this is how we got to end it, so be it. So, American flag wrap. Can't save the day for everything. It's wrapping the bales great, but that's not the problem. So we got our lovely pressure gauge. Love that thing. Lets me know how the airbags are doing. I don't think that's factory. But we got a cup of soapy water, since I don't have a spray bottle. And I've already done the hard work of chasing butterflies. So, we'll show it off here. Oh, everybody see that? Yeah. sometimes the pressure will go down. Like I was baling late yesterday, my pressure was dropping way off. I started at about 40 pounds. As I realized in the last field I had a slight leak, and then yesterday evening it continued. Like I just thought, oh, before it was cool outside, and maybe that's what got us. But look how big that bubble is getting. Yep, just got to tighten that up. There's some thread seal there. I don't know whether I can just tighten it and call it a day, or whether I got to take that apart. Does that hit on? No, it doesn't touch anything in there. That's the joys of air systems. Little leaks. And it must get worse with more pressure, because like I'd sat for a week since the last time I baled, and last time I ended it was getting close to 20 pounds. It was only like 15 pounds. I lost 5 pounds of pressure. So I expect it to lose some sitting. This thing has always had a slow leak. Like if I leave it sit for a week, I'm going to have to put air in it. Not that it's going to be dead flat. If it sits all winter, then it'll be dead flat. Well, wouldn't you call that a leak? I finally got that to come out. That was in there pretty good. But this we're going to take out, clean it up, try to fill it full of thread sealant, and we'll see if that was the problem. Oh yeah, we got that loaded up with the wet sealant, and let's see if we can make that work. If not, there's probably a problem because it kept leaking in the same spot on the side of this fitting. So we may end up having to replace this fitting. I hope not. I figured it would turn with this one, and the spot of the leak was not changing. Oh, that can't be a good sign. Already made 60 rounds today, and well, let's see what happened here. I can't see it. This chain was off, and well, I gotta put tension back on that, get that spring back on, but that shield has earned itself a place of not going back on the machine. And I'll probably stick it on that round bale over there. So I collect it when I collect round bales, but now I can see that sprocket. And I can see the chain better and whatnot. I don't know, I just dumped a bale and went to go, heard this and the pickup stopped, and then we sheared a bolt. Good news is I got 20 new shear bolts, so we're good to go there for a long time. Okay, let's get off and take a look. Now the bearing behind it looked okay. All the bearings seem okay. And maybe I got a few more turns on that nut. There's a hair more tension, and maybe that's what it was. Riding true enough, but sometimes it's designed to run the chain backwards, and sometimes it's been running the pickup backwards, and maybe when it goes backwards that chain was maybe getting out of place on that sprocket or something, and it went too far back. And minor detail I can deal with 15-20 minutes. It's not a big money parts fix. Let's get back to rolling. Well, what does that mean? Time to change net wrap again. Wow, I've never gone through this many rolls of net wrap. Somehow the hay has multiplied. My lovely holding system. I left the baggage at home and just kept the straps so we could strap it on the front of the tractor. Now, we've seen me change net wrap earlier in the season, so I'm not going to go through the whole process, but I just love showing off these fun rolls and how I carry them to the field on the weights. I already got this, well, we'll throw this in. There's the no-till corn. It's flat, it's wet, and it rained a lot. I'll make it, there'll be a video that probably comes out way before this. But just to show you the timing of everything, yeah. So I'm glad to at least get this little meadow of hay right next door. That'll barely make up for the corn that's drown out.